Absolutely. When you embraced Jake early on a couple of years ago, did you think it would turn out like this?
No. I mean,
he was.
I put him in against a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And the best way I can describe Jake is like people say to me, "Do you like Jake Paul?" And I say, Jake. The terminology is different in the UK and
grade A plonker, I've heard.
Plonker,
yeah,
grade A plonker,
yeah.
dipstick, but I like him, and I think I don't mean that almost disrespectfully in a way. Like I think you could half the time I think he's on a wind up. Do you know what I mean? And half the time, like we were doing a media scrum today, and he was talking about fighting Canelo, and like I'm looking at him going, are you just laughing inside, or do you? And I think it's a little bit of both. Do you know what I mean? And I think fighters, because of what they've sacrificed, sometimes hold it against Jake Paul and say like, well, I've been grinding in the gym for 15 years. It's like, yeah, but you're not good enough. And you haven't built the profile that he's built. Why shouldn't he be allowed to do that? He's putting the work in the gym. He's fallen in love with the sport, genuinely. And that's easy to do. We've all done it. You've done it. I've done it. And I think he's good for boxing. I think he brings a different kind of audience. I think he's not everybody's cup of tea, but you can't start arguing with him. I mean, as Dana's found out, I mean, that diss track is outrageous, But
what did you think of it?
I thought it was really good.
You thought it was good?
Yeah.
Catchy?
I mean, again, go back to, I like both guys, so I'm like, but I did watch it and go, like, almost like, what time's the legal letter coming?
Right, exactly.
But it's kind of good in that you can never take life too seriously. But in that instance, I say they're both good for each other. Do you know what I mean? Like Dana would have been fuming. He should never have gone back to Jake Paul anyway. It's the last thing you do.
Right.
Is do a video addressing Jake Paul. Like, just don't do it. Just leave it. Just go, no. But then, isn't it what we want? We want views, we want interest, we want drama, we want confrontation, we want hype, we want narrative. That's our jobs, isn't it? So I think that they complement each other in that respect.
He's been talking a lot about fighter pay. It's crazy because he actually talks more about the issues in MMA than in boxing in terms of the pay. I don't know how much you pay attention. You're very busy. But do you look at what's going on in MMA right now? It's a huge topic, fighter pay. For example, there was this purse bid, which I will ask you about in a moment. And the numbers come out, right? Tyson Fury, $32 million. Dillian White, $8 million, give or take, right? The heavyweight champion of the UFC 2 weeks ago, Francis Ngannou, I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yeah, of course.
$600,000. I mean, this is an issue, right?
Yeah.
Can you say this is an issue?
But that's also the number that's on the bout agreement with the state commission. Sometimes there's
but it's also what the number he told